Okay, we've woken
Hello,
up.
welcome
Hello.
back. The morning alarm goes off, and I flail about uselessly for a while until I remember that I decided to give morning runs another shot. I don't know if this was my greatest idea, but I'm
No.
determined to keep going, just like you and me, Julian.
Yeah,
This is
just like
about my
you and
health,
me.
after all.
Yeah.
Sure, things haven't been great lately for me, but that hasn't made existence so intolerable that I'm not going to try everything I can to stay healthy.
I've been trying to do more things. I've been trying to at least walk, you know,
Yeah.
daily, which is, you know what? If you don't like running, that's okay. Just going for a brisk walk is probably
Oh, yeah.
just as good an exercise as anything. And it's not as stressful. You can just put on an audiobook or a podcast, or
Yeah.
if you like what we're talking about, all right, but you don't fancy watching the boring ass gameplay in your opinion, you can just listen to us instead.
Yeah.
Just listen to us talk absolute shite, or
Yeah.
just listen to me just going no, no, no if you're watching the Half-Life playlist. Because that's all
You
that's
know
all that
what?
series is ever going
Like,
to be.
we did all of that today. I'm amazed that you made it through Ravenholm so quickly with just the gravity gun. Like,
What
Half-Life
can I
2,
say?
okay, isn't the longest game in the world, but like you made a good dunt in it today. You did some good work. Anyway,
Anyway,
besides, it's all about asserting some kind of control over this thing, right? If I can manage that, well, I can manage anything. It's all about control. At least that's what I keep telling myself. Once again, it would appear that I'm not alone in my run. Emmy has apparently been here for some time. It looks like she's already worked up a good sweat. Yeah, she's keen on that. Just when the hell does she come down here anyway?
oh, it's you. I'm surprised to see you again. What's that? Well, not many people actually manage to come back for a second try.
She frowns, seemingly annoyed by a passing thought.
Like the rest of the track team, for instance.
Oh, shade.
Still, it was only supposed to be on a volunteer basis, so it's not that big of a shock anyway.
Yeah,
And I guess it's pretty early in the morning.
yeah. A shrug, and suddenly it appears that she's forgotten what she was talking about. The frown disappears entirely, and she seems to snap back to her previous train of thought.
So, come on then. What?
What?
You're here to run again, right? Well, yeah. So, come on.
I find myself suddenly grabbed and yanked onto the track. Things seem to be set on mirroring yesterday's run. That is, I seem to be struggling, while Emmy moves with an effortlessness that I find enviable. It's incredibly bothersome to be so easily worn out. Worn out. I know I should be patient, work towards things gradually, but it's difficult to stay positive about this. We round the track and start on our second lap. Emmy seems to have grown impatient keeping pace with me, and begins to pull away. Oh, this is where I gave out yesterday. Oh, will I be able to do more? Now Julian, listen.
I don't want to kill myself.
I'm having a moment here
Mm-hmm.
where I don't want to say too much to so that I skew the gameplay, because at the end of the day, it's all about the choices you make. You've never played this before.
Cold War. You're fucking right. It was a Cold War.
Yeah, it was a Cold War. But yeah, this is. I'm just gonna say, go with your instinct. What am I doing here? Am I really just gonna fold and let Emmy pull ahead? I speed up. The second lap's done quickly, and without even considering it, I keep going. Emmy looks back over her shoulder at me and grins.
Still going?
Want
you to think I'm out of shape.
Emmy laughs, without breaking her stride no less, and speeds up even more. Well, if this is the way we're gonna play things. I increase my own pace as well.
Oh, this.
I can feel my lungs burning, and my legs are starting to question just what the hell I think I'm doing. Lactic acid screams in my muscles, but I close my ears. I can't let myself fall behind, because that would be a loss. The rational voice in my head inquires mildly just when we started playing a game. I'd answer it, but I'm having a lot of trouble thinking at present. She's so fast.
Oh.
How the hell did she... Oh, it's like a string pulling at my chest. A choking feeling of narrowness and pain.
Fuck. Okay.
Before I can think of anything else, then, oh shit, the track disappears from under my feet. I stumble, one hand shooting down to clutch at my chest, the other hitting the track to keep me from falling on my face. Emmy whirls around and her eyes widen.
Hisao?
She yells at me, sprinting from the other side of the track.
What's wrong? Ugh, nothing. Just...
Keep your breathing steady. Calm down. Don't panic. Don't panic.
Do you need me to get the nurse?
I close my eyes, shutting out the outside world. Excuse me. My heart struggles to regain its rhythm. Slowly, the pain in my chest begins to subside. Soon it's gone like nothing happened. It was nothing? No. Something happened there.
Yeah.
I open my eyes again and glance at a very worried Emmy.
I think I'm fine.
My voice sounds weird even to myself. Oddly even and matter of fact. It makes Emmy frown.
I don't think you are.
She seems to come to a decision and nods to herself.
Right, you're coming with me. You've got to see the nurse.
Emmy grabs my arm and drags me up. I feel a bit wobbly, but I refuse the shoulder Emmy offers for support. Honestly, I'm a little ashamed by my own weakness. I'd really rather not have Emmy concerned about me. But it seems to be too late. Heck, I'd really rather not have anyone concerned about my condition, though at this point it seems to be too late for that as well. I'd like to be able to deal with the whole thing on my own, without being a bother to anyone else. While I'm wishing for things, I'd rather not have this condition in the first place.
Nurse.
Emmy crashes into his office without knocking, but it doesn't alarm the nurse in the least.
Good morning, Sunshine. What's up?
Sunshine? Anyway, he calmly sips from his coffee mug but lays it down after following Emmy's gaze to me looming in the doorway.
Hisao, what brings you here? We were running and he stumbled. Hey there, Emmy, calm down. What did she actually say? I wanna...
Because
I know
scroll, remember?
Yeah, I know. We were running and he stumbled over and started grabbing his chest and I thought, come get you and make him wait, but everybody's okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Sick. Quit! Fuck. Can't believe I almost did that. Easy there, Emmy, calm down. Hisao, what happened? I don't know, we were running and then my chest started hurting like that time before, but it went away after a few seconds. It was just a flutter or something.
Oh, fuck.
Did I catch you mid-scrunch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can. Don't worry, I can cover for you while you munch away. Don't worry. The nurse frowns
The nurse
as if to
frowns
say that.
as if to say that just the flutter is just some kind of oxymoron.
I didn't mean quite this when I suggested to get some exercise. You gotta be more careful, Hisao. I was being careful. I just.
Come to think of it, I just got into a race with a member of the track team. Doesn't seem as well reasoned as I thought it would.
You just what? That is, I was racing Emmy. Emmy? Is this true?
Emmy fidgets, looking adorably contrite.
Well...
Finally, she can't seem to bring herself to say it aloud, and merely nods. The nurse sighs and rubs his forehead with one hand tiredly.
Emmy, you've got to be more sensitive to the limits of others. I don't know if he told you, but Hisao has a bad heart, and getting him to race you was incredibly irresponsible. Actually, I started it.
The nurse is stunned by my statement.
Yeah, by his stupidity. You... what?
Uh-huh.
We were just running, and Emmy started to pull away, so I, sped up to catch up with her.
The nurse stares at the ceiling, mutters a prayer for patience to some god or another, and looks back down at the both of us. Hang on, don't, go back, just a second.
What?
I want to archive this. You can scroll back, remember?
Yeah.
I just want to archive this.
Okay, cool.
You can pause and do whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
This needs to be. Just for reference.
I don't know what you're doing, but...
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, continue.
I'm worried about it now. So you're both stupid. That's a comfort, I guess. Now, come on, Hisao. I've got to make sure your heart's not going to explode or something.
I dutifully obey and follow him to the adjacent room where we ascertain that I am, in fact, not going to keel over and die.
So how does it feel? To be on your own, like a rolling stone? I don't know, nothing much. Tired, but it might just be from the exercise. You should stay here for a few hours and rest. And we'll see how you feel after that.
I'm not going to object, so I lie down on the infirmary bed. A thoroughly miserable Emmy comes in after getting an earful from the nurse in the other room. I couldn't hear what he said through the closed door, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't pleasantries.
Look, I'm really sorry. I should have been more careful. Hey, you didn't know. It's not your fault.
She looks awfully down and sorry, and my reassurances don't do anything much to cheer her up.
I want to make it up to you.
Again with that decisive nod.
Okay. So, you have to come to lunch with me? I'll bring it for you, okay? Something really, really good.
I start with a, you don't have to, but then shut up and just nod at her when I see her face.
Good. We meet on the roof. We? Oh, I'm gonna see Ren again. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, about that though.
Oh.
You know how I said that there were duos?
Yeah.
And on your choices, based on your choices, one of them's a romance and one of them's just a friend.
John.
Uh-huh.
John.
Uh-huh.
Right. No, don't scare me like that, John.
Oh no, I'm not scaring you, man. You did it yourself.
What? No. Don't say cryptic shit like that and just leave me hanging.
Let's continue.
Yeah. The weather is nice now, so the roof's a great spot for lunch, you know? I see. You'll come, right? Oh, she's nice and all, but I don't fucking know. Fuck me, dude. No. You wouldn't deny me the chance to make it up to you? No, of course not. Oh, no. Great. See you there. No. Fuck.
I stay afloat somewhere between asleep and awake, feeling completely drained.
No.
Not only my body, but all of me is limp and paralyzed apart from my senses. I swallow with difficulty and then try to lie as still as I can, which in this state is not a very hard thing to do. The nurse is shuffling around on the other side of the curtains he drew to give me privacy. I can see his shadows shifting about in the sunlight. He's opened the window of his office. It's windy outside. The clean white curtains flutter in the breeze in a heavy, lazy motion like waves. Light sifts through them slowly, half absorbing into the fabric. I close my eyes. The breeze on my face feels like the soft fabric of the curtains. I listen to the sound of my heartbeat for a moment, trying to shut out the sound of the nurse tapping away in his computer and my own heavy breathing. It's steady. Damn it. Not even a week and I end up like this again. I really screwed up this time. Should have known better than to play the half-baked sports star in front of a real one. And why did I try to act brave? Like that heart flutter was no big deal, even when it was obvious that it was. It was just a reflex, to push it away, to keep it inside. I don't want it to happen. I didn't want Emmy to see it. Ah. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Baka.
I have to be more careful or I'll end up in the hospital again. Or worse. That's my final thought before I give in to the tiredness. I fell asleep. For how long? What time is it? I'm feeling a little lightheaded and I keep blinking compulsively. Pushing the curtain aside, I squint my eyes against the unfiltered light pouring in from the window. The texture of the canvas feels nothing like the wind did before. The nurse looks up from his work, sitting exactly where he was before.
How are you feeling?
I can't really tell, so I don't answer anything. I'm feeling kind of groggy from falling asleep at such a weird time. Hopefully I don't look too weird.
What time is it?
Me croaking the question to gain some orientation. The nurse looking at his wristwatch before answering. Things seem to happen in slow motion.
10:15.
I try to think for a moment what that means, but I'm not really sure.
You didn't answer my question, Hisao. Oh, fine. Climb down from that bed then, and let's see how you're doing. Don't...
I tried to do exactly that, only to sway dizzily when I moved too fast. The nurse moves to support me by an arm and sighs.
Stand up too quickly is what I was gonna say. Just sit there. I'll check your pressure to make you to make sure. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I can't speak. John, read the fucking thing.
My good intentions sure lasted for a long time. I shut up, embarrassed with myself, while the nurse gets busy with an old-fashioned contraption on my arm. After a couple of minutes, he puts it away, looking neither pleased nor unhappy.
You're alright. Head stop spinning? Yeah. Good. And how are the contents doing? You didn't show very good judgment out there, Hisao.
I swallow the retort I was going to make. It's what I was thinking myself, but hearing it stated by somebody else makes me want to protest.
Yeah, man. I get that.
What he's saying is not pleasant to hear. It doesn't make him any less right.
No, sir.
He nods, still looking as neutral as he was before. It would be easy to be angry at him if he said, "told you so" or something, but he doesn't.
I could try and help you to keep your health, but ultimately the last call lies with you. Hopefully this little episode will be something that will remind you of that.
Yep.
Here, a note for your teacher, to avoid an interrogation.
I take the slip of paper he's offering, and then make my leave as I can't think of anything else to say, nor even really want to.
Stay out of trouble, you hear me? I don't think it was anything but a scare, but next time could be different.
I hear you. There is some way to get to the school building straight from the auxiliary building, but I'm not keen to find out and possibly get lost, so I go from the exit that I know works. I stop at the stairs of the auxiliary building, deliberating for a moment between going to the dorms to get my books and stuff, and going straight away to class. The sun stings my eyes, so I head towards the dorms.
I love these transitions. Jesus Christ.
The halls are
Scares
quiet
me
as the
every fucking
courtyard
time.
was. Naturally so, since everyone is in class. I knock lightly at the door of 3-3 and push open the door when Mutu calls from the other side.
Sorry I'm late.
15 pairs of eyes turn to me.
Good morning, Nakai.
Muto seems to be somewhat confounded by my coming in late, as if I interrupted his flow or something.
I get that.
Judging from the rambling lectures his classes tend to be, that might be the case.
Yeah.
I pass him the note the nurse gave to me. Muto takes it with a nod and reads it quickly. He lifts his eyebrows and gives me a kind of stern look, but doesn't say anything, just nods solemnly again. I shrug, and he gestures at me to run along, so naturally I do. The class goes on lazily. I think I'm starting to get into the rhythm of the school. I have even stopped worrying about taking notes and being overtly attentive. The first days, I was pretty high-strung in class. Muto finishes his lecture about electricity early, but continues without a pause about the festival.
So, as you know, the festival's on the day after tomorrow. I hope everyone's projects are going to be successful this year. Have a good time, but also come Sunday, that's the day. Please keep the meaning of this festival in your minds. That's a great tune, by the way. Look up Come Sunday, Duke Ellington.
Okay.
Beautiful song. Games of fried food.
Ha ha ha. Everyone bursts out in laughter, and so do I.
Yes, thank you, Mikado. But
The remainder of his sentence is buried beneath the ring of the lunch bells, and everyone starts packing their things. Muto deliberates for a moment, but since almost nobody seems to be paying attention anymore, he gives up and sits down. It's crowded in the hallway, or as crowded as hallways in this school probably get. Most of the students seem to be heading down for the cafeteria. Normally I'd join the flow and grab a lunch myself, but today is different. Today I've been invited to lunch on the roof.
An odd location.
An odd location, but that's where I was told to go.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I managed to find shelter from the storm in the lee of the classroom door.
Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Eventually, the torrent subsides and I step tentatively out into the hallway.
It just gets me every time.
Only to be met by Emmy, who comes flouncing down the hallway like a cannonball.
Oh, she looks so cute in her
actual uniform.
In her actual uniform, although she looks great in her gym clothes too, but whatever. Hey, hi Hissa, like great timing. I have super extra lunch today as promised, so let's like go upstairs.
The stairway to the roof is a little dilapidated, but it's clear it's been used recently. At the top of the stairs is a door, complete with missing padlock. I wonder who the intrepid individual was that removed the lock. Emmy shoves the door open and steps beaming into the sunlight. Suddenly, a tall, dark stranger appears out of nowhere, standing imposingly in front of us. Emmy flinches back, almost falling down the stairs.
Hello. Yeah, you scared me, Rin.
Wait, isn't she?
Oh, yeah, it's my girl. Hello.
Noticing that Rin is speaking to me, Emmy looks curiously at me.
You two know each other?
I look confusedly at Emmy.
She's that friend of yours?
Rin has turned her gaze towards the clouds drifting above the school.
I didn't know you knew this person, Emmy.
The awkward silence lasts only for a few seconds until Emmy lets out a tiny giggle, shrugging the coincidence off.
I invited Hissa for lunch. If you know him, that's just better. Oh, does this mean I don't get food? Or did you invite him for lunch without the lunch? Neither. I, have food for 3. Nice thinking.
They walk to the other end of the roof while I stay at the clock tower for a while, taking in the atmosphere. There's nobody else but us here. I guess the roof is not as popular as it is in other schools. A few rundown benches and tables are scattered around the edges, perhaps in an attempt to make the rooftop look less desolate. The small pebbles covering the roof rattle beneath our feet. I peek through the chain-link fence to take a look at the school grounds and beyond. Students are strolling in pairs and groups around the quadrangle and at the cafeteria. A few delivery trucks are driving past the school towards the convenience store nearby. Somewhere, a watchdog barks at a passerby. Somehow, when I look towards the town centre, the small town feel strikes me very strongly. almost palpably. The hectic lifestyle of big metropolises seems so far away, and foreign here. Nobody has to run to catch a bus like their life depended on it, or get their senses overloaded by the neon lights and traffic jams. I feel surprisingly optimistic about this new life of mine, looking at my new hometown, even if it's going to be mine for only one short year. Finding out about my illness and having to move away from home all came so suddenly, I haven't had time to think about how I feel about it. When I step out of the shadow of the clock tower to open, I feel warmth touching my back. The sun shines from a perfectly clear cerulean sky. A cold breeze sweeping over the rooftop makes me shiver, but only briefly.
The writing is really good here, by the way. Whoever wrote this bit knew what they were doing. It's great. I'm really into it.
The wind carries the scent of trees and flowers, not smog and car exhaust like it used to, just a few weeks ago. Emmy settles on a bench with Rin in tow, and produces one big and two small lunchboxes from her bag.
Come on, Hisso. Like, what are you waiting for?
She's beckoning me to join them, making room on the already small bench.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh. Yeah, carry on.
I seat myself on the corner of the bench to take as little space as possible. It's pretty cramped, but somehow all three of us fit on it.
Oh yeah, we're all fucking touching legs. Fuck yeah. Impressive view.
Well, Emmy's not.
Oh.
Emmy suppresses the giggle and places a lunchbox in front of Rin and hands another lunchbox to me.
Here you go. Lunch as promised.
Homemade, no less. I'm impressed.
Oh. Wow. This looks really good. Thanks. I made it myself when I can.
Conversation dies off as I set about the business of feeding myself. Taking a few bites, I glance up and notice Rin deftly opening the lunchbox and popping a forkful of food into her mouth using only her feet. Even though I've seen it before, I can't help but be impressed at her dexterity. It's also a reminder of the sort of place I'm in right now. Will I ever get used to such sights as this? I can't decide if getting used to such a thing would be a good thing or a bad thing either. Does getting used to this place mean that I'm giving up on being a normal person?
No.
Does it just mean that I'm becoming more understanding about those around me?
Yes.
I'm distracted from my thoughts by the sight of Emmy tearing into her lunch as if it had insulted her ancestor.
You seem pretty hungry.
Emmy looks up, mouth half full, and swallows before nodding.
My morning run always works up like an appetite, you know? Which is great, because then I burn through lunch pretty quickly. Helps me keep my girlish figure. What would happen if you'd lose it? Would you become a man?
I very nearly choke on my lunch trying not to laugh.
It's like a figure of speech. You wouldn't like get it. Does your figure have to run in the mornings too? Do you always talk like this? Talk like what? Like what?
I think that answers my question.
Never mind. So,
I struggle to think of small talk and settle on the obvious question.
how'd you two meet?
Rin seems content to let Emmy answer this question.
Someone in the housing department thought that we complement each other well, so we were assigned rooms next to one another.
Yeah.
Complement each. Oh, I see.
Somebody in the housing department clearly has a really sick sense of humor because, like, I think Shizune and Shizune and Misha, I think in their story they did already know each other, possibly.
Yeah.
But either way, like they got moved in together.
Yeah.
Like early on, and same with Lily and Hanako, and now these two. Like, yeah.
Somebody was just like, no legs, no arms. Perfect.
Covered in scars. Can he see? Deaf, no sign language. Perfect. Like, let's like put all these people together. And then there's you and Kenji, and it's like, well,
I don't get that. I don't know what they were thinking there, but anyway, compliment each other like shoes and a suit. Huh?
Emmy giggles at my confusion.
put us together and we've got like all our limbs, get it? Oh. So I started helping Rin get ready in the mornings, and that was that. Oh, dude, I'd love to help Rin get ready in the mornings.
Well.
Stop saying that.
You could.
Yeah, I could. What do you mean I could?
You can.
I
You are
can.
able to.
Alright, good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, it's possible.
John, stop scaring me. You know how important this is to me. Or maybe you don't. This is very important to me, John.
Really? Do you really, really, really want to get together with Rin?
Yes.
Alright, okay, well then you should probably load that save that you did.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You know what? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay.
I mean, we're here now. Like, you know, you've made your choice. That's
No.
why I didn't say anything.
No.
Other than, like, being a bit cryptic about it. But, like,
No. No.
I didn't realize if it meant this much to you.
It meant a lot to me.
Well, then...
I don't like it. I mean, like, I like Emmy. She's nice and all. But... No. No.
Well, then you're gonna want to reload, yeah, because you made the wrong choice.
Oh, fucking game over, dude. Right, okay. Oh. Oh, shit. Right, okay, cool. We'll see you in the next episode.
At least when you made the wrong choice, nobody died.
You know what? You're right.
You nearly did, to be fair, but...
Yeah, that's true. Right.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. Right, bye.
Part-timers, we do this part-time. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.